You? Alright, I've come to disturb these two ducks' fun. Sorry about that, but I've got to get this pool ready for the summer. It's looking a little bit green. First off, to the plant room, getting all the bungs out, tightening all the unions back up, priming the pump, stick the lid back on, put the multi-port on filter, turn the pump on, and away it goes. Got some chlorine granules, some shock, going to sprinkle that all the way around the pool, the usual. Brush the whole pool as well to disturb all the algae. And then come back in a couple of days and see what we're looking like. Nice and clear, all the debris on the floor, there's a lot of leaves, a few on the top as well, so I'm going to net them, then prime up my pump and start hoovering. I did have to empty the basket on the pump a few times because there's a lot of leaves on the bottom, but I got it done anyway. That's the pool all set up, ready for summer. Holler your boy for the pool work. Alright, another pool I've come to get ready for the summer. You can already see it's not looking good. I'm going to take the winter debris cover off and see how it's looking underneath. We've got green froth floating on the top. The dog's not very impressed with the pool. Go to the plant room, put all the bungs back on the equipment, prime the pump, get that all running. Get the net out, net off all the bits floating on the top, all the leaves. Then get some shock, this is going to kill off all the algae. Brush the whole pool, disturbing all the algae off the surfaces. Come back a few days later and this is how we're looking. It's nice and clear, so I'm going to get the vac set out, prime the pump and start hoovering. It's all coming up really well. Getting them last little bits and that's job done. Nice small pool for swim jet. Alright, time to get this pool ready for summer. You already know when I pull the cover back it's going to be green. But what you can't see is all the mosquitoes flying around. It's disgusting. And also whatever's squirming around in the pool. I'm going to go to the plant room, give the filter a backwash. Stick it on rinse, then back onto filter, turn the pump back on. Chuck in a few jugs of chlorine granules and some shock. That's going to kill off all the algae and any bacteria growing in the pool. Give it a brush and then come back a few days later. And this is how it's looking, nice and clear. Everything's settled to the bottom. I'm going to give it a net first, then prime the hose and start hoovering. I must have accidentally swiped and changed the filter on the video. That's why it looks a bit funny. But it's all coming up nicely. All cleaned up. Alright, here's a job that I don't normally do. It's an above ground pool. With a pretty cool view as well. The only problem is the pool is not looking good. It's slightly green. So I'm going to check all the chemicals, and what I'm going to do is get some shock out, spread that around the pool, get my brush the whole pool, disturbing all the algae off the surfaces. Come back in a few days and we're looking nice and clear. All the dead algae is settled on the floor, so I'm going to prime the hose, turn the pump on and start hoovering it all up. There's all just like fine dust, there's a few leaves, but it's coming up really well. I must admit though, it's quite hard hoovering the pool as it's above ground. The vac hose just kept sliding out of the pool. It didn't take me too long to hoover the pool, so they didn't lose too much water. But on these pools you can adjust the height of the skimmer, which is pretty cool. But anyway, that's job. Alright, I've come to this job to get this pool open and ready for the summer. Take the cover off first, and it's got a little bit green. What I'm going to do first is get the net out, net off all the leaves off the top. Then I'm going to sprinkle in some chlorine and some shock. That's going to kill off the algae. Rinse the bottle out, making the most of it. Then get my brush the whole pool, disturbing all the algae off the surfaces. And then give that a few days to filter, come back nice and blue, all the debris on the floor, prime the hose, prime the pump and start hoovering. There's a lot of twigs in the pool as well, which is quite annoying because it keeps blocking the suction. A lot of people say, why don't you just empty the pool and refill it with fresh water? But to be honest, it's not always good for the structure of the pool, and just a few chemicals to get it going is a better and cheaper option for the customer. Alright, I've come to this hot tub job, which is well overdue a clean out. What I'm going to do is get some hot tub flush, turn the jets on and pour that down the skimmers, and what that will do is run through the system, cleaning out all the pipes from all the body fats, oils, dead skin, all that sort of build up, and you'll see that come out on the bubbles floating around on top. Then I'm going to spray some cleaner on the filters to kill off any bacteria hanging around on them, and then give them a rinse down. Brush off the sides from all the stuff coming out of the pipes because that gets very sticky. Drop the submersible pump in, spray the whole tub with some acrylic cleaner, wipe it all down, then rinse it off with the jet wash. Bottle of water from the customer was much needed. Hoover out the last little bits, fill it up through the skimmer so we get no airlocks. That's the tub all filled up.
Hoje eu vou te mostrar a parte chata de ter uma piscina em casa. Bora lá limpar essa piscina. Primeiro de tudo, você tem que conferir se tá tudo certinho com a sua bomba. No caso aqui, ela tem que estar no modo recircular, aspirador, ralo, retorno e cascata ligados. Daí é só ligar. Para decantação, eu vou usar uma medida de barrilha dissolvida na água da própria piscina. 15 minutos se passaram e eu já dei uma boa escovada nela. Agora eu vou usar 2 medidas de sulfato de alumínio. 15 minutos depois, e agora eu vou dissolver uma medida de cloro. Por fim eu vou colocar 200 ml de clarificante. Pronto, já coloquei todos os produtos e agora eu vou deixar ela a noite inteira decantando e amanhã vai estar pronto para aspirar. Like! Limpeza da piscina, parte 2. Bom, eu já deixei ela a noite inteira descansando e toda a sujeira já baixou. Agora é só aspirar. Primeiro de tudo eu vou colocar a bomba no modo drenar. Vou abrir a saída de água. Daí eu fechei a cascata, retorno, ralo e deixei só o aspirador ligado. E agora é só conectar o aspirador na piscina. Daí agora eu vou colocar ela pra encher um pouco e depois eu vou pôr ela pra filtrar. Essa sem dúvidas é a parte mais chata. Começou a chover. Ela já encheu bastante, eu acho que encheu até da água da chuva. Pronto, agora ela tá filtrando. E agora é só tirar qualquer sujeirinha que fica na superfície da piscina. E tá pronto.
Limpiando mi piscina, check. Le hemos sacado toda esa basura. Con esto vamos a sacar el agua sucia. Ya le sacamos toda el agua sucia. Ahora vamos a echarle esta agua con mucho cloro y ace. Ahora cepillamos por todas partes. Ya le sacamos la lavaza, ahora le estamos enjaguando. Vamos a proceder a sacar esta agua. Estamos sacándole el agua. Ya mi piscina está totalmente limpia. Claro que sí, more, tiene que manejarte. Y por último le estamos poniendo los tapones. Gracias, bye. Síganme para más videos y tips. Claro que